Welcome to the Endless Honeymoon Podcast. Secret Dump.
It's the dump of secrets, and we are excited to bring you another hot off the press advice question that we do not understand. Natasha, here's the question from Rack Vanovery. He seems like a good guy, but is breadcrumbing me. What to do?
I've heard someone use this term before.
What is breadcrumbing? Is it a Hansel and Gretel reference?
I would think it means like trying to lead you down a road.
Lead you the where do the crumbs go?
Wherever you manipulate them into what. So if you were like
breadcrumbing,
trying to get them to do anal, you would,
Oh, it's crumbs to your butt?
No, you would like go to the shop. You'd leave it around.
Go to the shop?
The shop to get like, I don't know.
The anal shop?
Open up at their butt. I don't know.
You mean the butt plug shop?
Yeah, like just to like breadcrumb. I mean, I'm just spitballing here. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Wait, what is that? You're whatting?
I'm saying.
Spitballing? What is that?
Are you kidding?
Breadcrumbing, spitballing. I don't know what any of this stuff is. Laura!
Can you look up breadcrumbing?
What's breadcrumbing?
You lead them down a path for your own
Well, in
desire.
Hansel and Gretel, they left breadcrumbs to find their way back to the house from the witch's house, right? Okay, Laura, what do we got? The act of sending out flirtatious but non-committal social signals. What's a committal social signal? I want to be your man. Hi, I want to be your man. Breadcrumbing is flirting but never closing the deal.
Bad term. Yes, Laura, we're calling on you.
It's in order to lure a romantic partner without putting in any effort.
I don't get that. I don't get that part.
I don't understand.
Effort, like, oh, you don't want to like buy them a present or something, or buy them dinner.
I'm not really getting. Isn't that just flirtation? Like, why is everything clinicized now? Why can't a person just be flirting? Breadcrumbing seems like I'm missing some inherently negative thing that I'm not getting. What is wrong with breadcrumbing? That sounds like you're flirting with someone.
You know what it is? It's people trying to come up with new terms to get like likes on stuff.
Or it's people trying to come up with new terms in order to pathologize what is a very messy thing, which is dating. If he seems like a good guy and is breadcrumbing you, you are always in the driver's seat the moment you decide you're driving. You just say, hey, I'm interested in you. Are you interested in me? Because I'm not really getting clear signals from you.
I would never say that to
Why
someone.
not?
I don't know. I mean, because I'm just maybe old-fashioned.
Hey, I'm interested. I went out.
Oh my God, that would be so embarrassing if he was like, oh, I don't really like you that way.
Why? Then you move on. Great. Thank you for the information. Next. I'm trying to get some dick out here. I'm not trying to eat a bunch of breadcrumbs and find my way to a witch's lair.
But but is breadcrumbing you still have sex with them?
Who knows?
Do you think you have sex?
Do you fuck a breadcrumber? Is that a thing?
Like, I'm just curious, does breadcrumbing mean that he's flirting but will never actually have sex with me? Or does it mean having sex but won't commit?
It's like flirtatious gaslighting is what it sounds like they're describing. You're not ever sure if the person's flirting with you or not. Laura's got her hand up again. One says social signals, one says texts. So it's texty breadcrumbs. Hey, how you doing? Thought about you today. And then you're like, what's up? I'm trying to go get a dirty coffee margarita with you. And they're like, oh, sorry, busy this week.
Yeah, they probably do that too because they've got like 4 or 5 people on the breadcrumb.
They're trying to get a whole loaf.
Yeah.
There's loaves out there that they're trying to crumb into.
Hey, whatever the fuck this means, the whole point of it is that you're not getting enough. You're not getting what you want. And that's not good enough.
I just say it. You got to just say it. Everybody out here is like half stepping and going, what if I get rejected? What if you get rejected? Who fucking cares about getting rejected? I dated a woman. I wouldn't even call it dated. I interacted with a woman for like 3 years trying to figure out if I was romantic with them or not. What is the point of all that wasted time? Why didn't I just say on date 2, hey, are we friends or are we like, is this a romantic thing? I don't know why. I just sat around watching Toy Story 2 or whatever, wasting my damn time, like thinking about making a move. I needed to start baking.
Why were you watching Toy Story 2?
I don't know if I can know.
With
she was 7. She was 7.
Okay.
All right, Natasha, would you like to listen to some secrets?
Sure.
Okay, so I love the podcast, but here is my secret. I have a friend who has this dog she rescued a few years ago. She's obsessed with this dog. She loves this dog. She sends us like 10 pictures and videos of this dog a day. And my secret is I absolutely fucking hate this dog with a fiery passion. I hate every time I see his stupid face pop up on my cell phone screen. This dog is aggressive. He's just an asshole. He can't even be around any other dog ever because he's so crazy. He's constantly barking. He always has like diarrhea or other shit problems. Last time I was hanging out with her, I've hung out with her and this dog so many times. And last time he randomly decided to start barking at me and bit my arm. And I had to pretend like, oh, it's okay. It's no big deal. Like, it's fine. He's fine. When secretly I was like, man, I fucking hate you. You're a dick. Anyway, this dog is a German Shepherd. And I know that you've talked about getting one, but please, it's the worst dog. It's the worst dog. It's a horrible animal, and I would not be sad if it had to be put to sleep. Anyway, that's my secret. I know I'm a horrible person. It's an innocent dog, but it's how I feel. Okay, thanks.
A lot of people want like the German Shepherds to die.
Doesn't even make sense. This is like
That's like not a good sign.
this
Moshe.
is classic racism. Imagine that this person was like, just so you know, my girl is dating this Italian guy, and I know that you are married to an Italian woman or thinking about marrying an Italian woman, but I would not recommend it because this Italian guy is such an asshole. This Italian guy, just trust me, don't date Italians. And it's like, wait, who's the Italian guy? Oh, it's Benito Mussolini. Okay, I think it's more of a Mussolini problem than it is Italians, okay? German Shepherds, just because you met a bad German Shepherd doesn't mean that the whole race, and I call them races, is bad.
Okay, and then what about all the people who've called in with German Shepherds?
I think
that they want
bringing up other secrets during a specific secret is actually disrespectful to the secret leaver. So I'm gonna not bring up the vet that said never get a German Shepherd because they're terrible dogs. I think that's not applicable here because right now we're talking about this secret.
Well, it's funny because when she started the secret, I was thinking like, I don't like anybody else's dog. And whenever people bring their dogs over to my house, like your mom has this service dog that's annoying. And then everyone I know has a dog. Our friends have this really crazy dog they'll bring over. And I just reprimand it like it's my own dog. I'm like, get off me. Stop. Get away.
That's how you talk to your own dog?
No, sometimes I do. But like, I definitely talk to my friends' dogs. Like they're like
you got a lot of
three
nerve.
rungs underneath my own dog, who I usually, if they're being annoying, I'm like, Blanche, stop.
You got a lot of nerve.
But then when she said it was a German Shepherd, I was like, oh yeah, I wouldn't do that to a German Shepherd.
I'm about to do my joke real quick. You got a lot of nerve talking about dogs like that, dressed like Cruella de Vil. Straight up. In a Cruella de Vil costume, talking all that shit.
Well, all I'm saying is when he said it was a dog, I was like, he should just like bat him in the face.
What?
Or just like get off.
What the fuck are you talking about?
If a dog, if I'm at someone's house.
Bat him in the face?
Not bat him, but just like move them off of you. If my friend brings a dog over and they are at my house and they are climbing on me and clawing me and like sniffing me, I just move them with my hand. You know, I'm like, get off me. Get off. Off. I do that too. Off.
You do off?
I'm just saying, I'm not like, oh, your dog is so cute.
Well,
but if it was a German Shepherd, I would not do that. And once I went to someone's house and their Great Dane put their chest on me and almost killed me.
What I'll do to calm a dog down is I'll just jerk it off. Like if I'm doing its nails or anything like that, I'll just give it a nice little hand job. I mean, that is kind of crazy when you think of it, that someone's aggressive German Shepherd bit their friend in the arm. I mean, at that point, you got a bit of a problem. That's not like Pablo nipping at your R.I.P. Pablo. By the way, I thought she was describing Pablo when she first started The Secret, and I thought it was disrespectful to his memory. But once your German Shepherd bites a friend in the arm, it might be in the time to get a new dog zone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Natasha, how about another secret?
Let's do it.
Hey, Moshe and Natasha. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I was stoked when I remembered that I had a secret to share. And strangely, your guys' little voice intro for this hotline is pretty relevant. So when I was like younger, probably in like, middle school, just kind of figuring out how to jerk it. Didn't have a smartphone. We only had one family computer, and so didn't have much material to work with a lot of the time. So what I had to resort to doing was calling phone sex numbers and not paying to use the services or anything like that, but I would just like repeatedly listen to the little 30-second intro things where they kind of like talk in a sexy voice and stuff like that. And so that was my tactic. Now, the secret part is that I grew up in a pretty religious, conservative family. My grandparents married for like 60 years. And one time I was over at my grandpa's house, didn't have my phone, or it was dead or something like that. Anyway, I was in the mood, so I ended up having my grandpa's cell phone. I was like playing a game on it or something like that. And I used my grandpa's cell phone to do my little phone sex intro trick thing to get off. And didn't think anything of it. But then like a week later, my super sweet, conservative, nice, religious, married for 60 years grandpa started getting all these like fucked up, explicit promotional texts on his phone. Like, hey, sexy, you want to call this number and blah, 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 blah. And it caused such a huge, mysterious drama in the family. And they like had to take the phone into the phone company to like try to block these numbers and figure out how this could possibly have happened to his cell phone. And yeah, meanwhile, it was just little middle school me that accidentally infected his phone with my sexual immorality. Yeah, never found out, and that's my secret. Thanks.
Yeah, been there.
So you call like 3 or 4 different ones to just get because what if you're like jerking it and then then it's like beep?
That's amateur hour.
What do you do?
Well, then eventually you just throw caution to the wind and you press 1 and you just start racking up those charges.
Do you think that when you're a grandpa, you'll be able to be shocked?
Shocked?
Mm-hmm. Like his
I don't. It's
grandpa
hard.
was probably like, "Oh my gosh, triple X, blah blah blah." You
It's
would
hard.
like it, right?
I would like it.
You like to like be doing watching porn when you're
Well,
70.
if my grandchild was involved, probably not. No, I'd probably not like it. Will I be watching porn when I'm 70?
Mm-hmm.
I can almost guarantee yes. Unless the ice caps have melted to such a degree that all the servers in the United States are submerged in salt water and we have to start over. Then I'll go back to text-based erotica.
All right. Well, listen.
You ever called a phone sex line?
No.
Never.
No.
Oh, I have.
No.
Oh, boy. You know that I spent all of my bar mitzvah money on phone sex?
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
And would you get to talk to a live agent?
I'd talk to a live agent, yep, and I would say something up with my internet service. It's not connecting. And they would say, have you tried restarting it? And then I would restart it.
No, but
they don't call them agents.
I know, I was teasing, but did you talk to a live one?
Oh, many live ones. Many live ones.
So it wasn't, he's jerking off to
He's jerking off to the intro, which is, fat-titted sluts are standing by right now, fingering their juicy slits, waiting for you to press 5 and be charged $5.99 per minute. And he just would hang up and call back. Fat, juicy sluts are waiting right now.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he would just like jerk off to the intro.
And then just keep calling back?
Maybe different ones. He might, go to the different, more specific ones. Fat-titted Turkish sluts are standing by right now in one of those little Turkish hats. What are they called? What are those little red hats called? You know what I'm talking about, the little Ottoman hat. Anyway, fat Turkish slut. That whole thing was part of the message.
Well, you know what? It's cute. And this is what happens when, you try to live too much in religion.
You think that's what happens?
I guess you did it too. So
I did it too, actually. But my family was very religious. In fact, the family that caught me with the phone bill was the Orthodox Jewish side of my family.
And did you have to pay it?
I had to pay it. Every cent of my bar mitzvah money directly was liquidated into phone sex. I just put it directly to the head of my penis, and that's how I became a man. All right, moving on. Another secret.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Legero.
I really don't like that.
I'm pursuing overnight work for the first time in my life because I'm practically nocturnal, I'm finding out. And I landed an interview for a pretty well-paying mid-level job, but the interview was scheduled for 1 a.m. on a night I already had plans to see the Chicago rapper Cupcake
Sure.
concert.
Sure.
Moshe, if you aren't familiar with her work, you should definitely check her out. I think you'd love her. Anyway, I was not about to compromise my enjoyment of the show. So I had several vodka pineapples around 10, 11 p.m. Had a blast. Ran by my apartment real quick to gargle some mouthwash and change real quick. But still showed up to my 2-hour interview about 30% buzzed, I'd say. But I think it went very well. I did feel pretty dehydrated though. Felt like I was maybe licking my lips a little too much. But yeah, then I left the building and threw up in the parking lot. But it was 3 a.m. and very dark outside, so I don't think anyone noticed. Anyway, this was last night, and I'm currently waiting to hear back from them. So, wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Bye.
Good
Damn
luck, my
it.
friend.
I thought maybe we would know if he got the job by
We're
now.
going to find out. He'll call us back. I mean, here's the thing. Drunk people are always the best gauge of how fucked up they are. So if he thinks he was kind of keeping it together, you know he probably was.
Yeah, and I wonder if they could smell it on him.
He ain't getting the job.
How do you
Let me
know?
just say, Cupcake got paid last night, and you didn't.
Wait, is Cupcake good?
I don't know who Cupcake is.
Oh, you acted like you did.
I was trying to like be cool, you know? Like, oh yeah, sure, Cupcake, Chicago Cupcake.
She sounds cool.
She sounds like a cute little sweet thing.
I wish there were more female rappers.
I think there are more than you know. You familiar
Sure,
with
there are.
familiar with Ice Spice?
No,
No? You familiar with Doja Cat?
no,
No? You familiar with Lotto?
no.
You familiar with
Ooh, oh, see, this is what's so cool. People used to make, because I'd be like, oh, can you make me a mixtape of female rappers? That would be really great.
well,
Can
listen.
someone do that?
Yeah, out there, listeners.
You could do a Spotify playlist.
Yeah, do a Spotify playlist for Natasha, your favorite female rappers.
All right. And if you have a secret, give us a call, 213-222-8608.
You can Sorry?
Or send us an email at endlesshoneymoonpod@gmail.com and you can be on our show.
That is true. You can also join our Patreon. Yeah, it's Patreon/Endless Honeymoon. Goodbye, everyone. And Natasha, once again, I love you.
I love you too.